Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
my trip to Svalbard, Norway. So Svalbard is that little island of Norway we saw, but everybody's like free to work, so let's see. This is going to be interesting.
I'm back on another adventure at sea, this time in Norway, thanks to Seaborn, who's hosting me for this voyage. We're sailing around Svalbard, which is an archipelago between mainland Norway and the North Pole, and this is the high Arctic. This is one of the world's northernmost inhabited areas, and it's known for beautiful landscapes, glaciers, rugged terrain, and wildlife. I'm on board Seaborn Venture, which feels a little like coming home. This is the same ship I explored Antarctica on, which was so incredible, an adventure of a lifetime. And then I was back on board for several weeks last fall, sailing from Greenland to Alaska through the Northwest Passage. So it's nice to be back exploring somewhere new.
She loves that cold weather, huh? All places she visits seems like it's cold places.
I wonder, how cold is it, like the temperature?
It's cold.
This morning was one of those mornings where I woke up, pulled back the curtains in my suite, and my jaw dropped.
Makes you want to jump in.
I've woken up.
Looks beautiful as fuck, but be happy that that window is closed.
Up to is spectacular, and this is one of my favorite parts about traveling at sea is every night when I go to sleep, the ship moves, so in the morning I never know what I'm going to wake up to. This morning we're in an inlet that's flanked by snow-capped mountains. This is one of the most pristine places I've ever seen in my life. There's not a cloud in the sky, it's a perfect day, and this morning I'm going to be going out in the kayaks, which is one of the best ways to explore and really immerse yourself in this kind of landscape.
Hopefully kayak don't flip, because that water is
cold. It looks so chilly. Who's this?
Another great way to explore this environment is in Zodiac boats. We did an afternoon excursion to a glacier, and it was like drifting through a dream. The water was so blue, there was some fog rolling through that really added to the atmosphere, and there was...
But so is she gonna go like on the actual island? Because I want to see, because that was like very interesting what we saw. Like, you need a gun, because the polar bear might attack at any time. I want to see that, not the ocean, you know.
To kill a polar bear?
No, just how it is on the ground, you know, not the water.
Pieces of ice. These are bearded seals, which exclusively live in the Arctic and subarctic, and they use their whiskers to feel around on the ocean floor for food. And these cuties were just lounging in the sun. I think this one is stretching. I guess when your body's a potato, this is what a stretch looks like. We also saw Arctic terns, which are famous for having the longest migration of any animal on the planet. These birds migrate from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back every single year. And the longest recorded annual migration for a single tern was 59,650 miles, which is
that is ridiculous. They fly all the way from one end to the other end of the globe.
They take a break, I'm pretty sure.
No, of course they do, but still, that's such a far. Oh my god.
Twice the Earth's circumference, and over their lifetime, these birds will fly a distance equal to 3 round trips to the moon.
Wow.
I love expedition voyages because there's no set itinerary. And that's because the captain and expedition team are constantly assessing the best places for us to explore based on weather, wildlife spottings. They call it a flexpedition because every day is a surprise, and flexibility is key to maximizing the experience and what we see. On this voyage, we typically visited 2 locations each day, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Sometimes we did shore landings to hike around the terrain or visit historical sites. There's actually a lot of World War II history in Svalbard, but no matter what we did, we were always on the lookout for wildlife because it's everywhere here. There are actually more polar bears than people on this archipelago, and we saw lots of them. And Venture has a GSS camera that can broadcast a live feed to screens all over the ship, so even when the bears were far away, we...
Food, some sort?
What food is this?
I don't know, but they're going to eat.
Could still watch them. One afternoon on a hike, I also got a quick glimpse of some Arctic fox pups playing on a hillside. Arctic foxes change color with the seasons, so in summer their fur is a gray-brown, and in winter it's white to blend in with the snow. But one of the coolest sightings we had on this voyage came one afternoon when we were just finishing up a shore landing. Long white shapes began surfacing in the distance, and it turned out to be an enormous pod of beluga whales passing through the area. Shout out to onboard drone pilot Ben Berkeley for capturing this incredible aerial footage. He has a YouTube channel too, which I'll link down below. You know something exciting is happening when even the
Yeah, the sea life is ridiculous.
expedition
I'm still hoping to see more like of the land stuff though.
team is buzzing. This was the first beluga sighting for some of them too, and they're out here all the time, so it felt really special.
Wow.
Another afternoon, we traded the sunshine for some fog as we headed north to find sea ice. Unlike freshwater ice, sea ice forms directly from the ocean water, so this isn't ice that's come from a glacier. The crew served mulled wine on the bow of the ship, and it was so nice to stand out on the deck and soak in how ethereal the moment was. This is the most northern latitude I've ever been to, and realistically probably ever will be. We're really close to the North Pole here, and at this latitude during the summer you get
I wish she said what the temperature is like. 'Cause I want to know like what's the degrees outside.
24 hours of sunlight, which is a first for me. I've been to places where the sky never gets really dark at night, like the sun sets and the sky gets kind of blue, but I've never been somewhere during a season where I literally need to wear sunscreen at 2 a.m. Now, while Seabourn Venture is an expedition ship, it's also very luxurious. There are whirlpools on the decks, a swimming pool, and my favorite spot, the sauna with a view. This is the perfect place to warm up after an excursion. There's high tea in the Constellation Lounge in the afternoons. I think what spoiled me the most was the food. There are so many great dining options as well as 24-hour room service. So I got very accustomed to breakfast with a view on my balcony. All of the suites on the ship are really spacious with balconies, luxury bedding, living areas with seating.
Yeah, so this gives a little bit of promo video. Obviously they sponsored it, so I think she's doing her duty to promote it a little bit.
They also come with a pair of Swarovski binoculars for wildlife watching.
Okay,
and the interior design of the ship in general is so beautiful. It has an exploration theme, and you can see those touches throughout. In addition to this beautiful wilderness, Svalbard is very important for another reason as well. It's the location of the Global Seed Vault. The Global Seed Vault securely stores over 1.3 million seeds from almost every country on the planet to...
Ooh, that is cool.
Just in case for what?
The world ends, it's gonna be there. If everything like dies, some sort of, I don't know, apocalypse is gonna be stored. I did not know. That is really cool.
Safeguard against an apocalyptic event that could wipe out food crops. It's considered the insurance policy for the world's food supply. And Svalbard was chosen for several reasons. It's the furthest north you can fly on a scheduled flight, making it remote but accessible. This area is geologically stable with low humidity, and they were able to build the vault over 100 meters into a mountain well above sea level, and the permafrost acts as a natural freezer, making it cost-effective and fail-safe. After a week of exploring the Svalbard archipelago, we sailed south to mainland Norway and the town of Skarsvåg, which...
Man, she didn't really show Svalbard though. I wanted like, because when we did yesterday that reaction, I wanted to see more.
Yeah, we were so impressed.
Yeah, I wanted to see more of like actual Svalbard. She kind of showed around it, like a lot of sea life and stuff, just cool, but not exactly what I was looking for. I think we'll have to find another video.
Which is the northernmost fishing village in the world and home to reindeer everywhere, just walking around. Here I signed up for a bird safari where we went out to see the famous cliffs that are home to thousands of puffins, gannets, and cormorants. We'd seen the odd puffin here and there up in
That's
Svalbard,
what it's called,
but this
puffin.
was a puffin
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
circus, both
I seen it
figuratively
as
and
like
literally.
on a book.
Yeah, I've seen it somewhere too, but yeah, never like in this setting. Yeah.
A group of puffins is called a circus. We spent our
What?
final evening sailing
It's a
through the
circus.
inlets of northern Norway toward Tromsø, and we were finally far enough south that the sun barely set, and we had blue and pink skies all night. Great trip to make in the summertime, especially with the midnight sun. The water is so blue. This region is the definition of scenic. I find that I really enjoy visiting cold places in the summertime. Like, I used to think that summer was the time to visit warm destinations only, like beach vacations. But in recent years, I've done a handful of cold summer trips, and I've enjoyed them so much. Like Alaska.
I think that's actually correct, because I feel like it's cool to visit the beaches in wintertime, because everywhere is cold up north, but you go down south and the beaches are nice, you get a nice weather, so it makes perfect sense.
Alaska in the summertime is phenomenal, but it's still a little chilly. But something about being bundled up a little on a summer's evening where the sun sets really late or not at all, I just love it. So I would highly recommend visiting here. This is actually my second time in Norway this year.
I guess that's very interesting place. Svalbard intriguing me a lot, but this video didn't really give like what I was looking for, unfortunately.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.